It's me.
Hi!
Hi!
It's Gar.
Jimmy and Nick.
I am the god.
I think we peaked and we have our little group of fans and we're good.
He allegedly raped 11 women.
The Japanese Bill Cosby. Cut that out.
So, you guys all know, or, well, maybe me and Chris are on the same level, but you guys know a lot more about Batman and Superman, what's even happening in the story, or what's leading up to these events. But for someone like me who's basically really follows them through mostly the movies, from what I understand, Superman is being held as some type of god now, and some people are thinking that he is, Lex Luthor is claiming he's a false god and trying to turn the public against him. And then Batman comes in and is like, yo, bitch, I'm going to fuck you up because you're not God.
I want you to write summaries for everything.
Okay.
Yo, bitch.
Well, that's what I got from the trailers and knowing my previous knowledge on, Superman.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need that.
Pretty much
This one, really. Like, you just need to see Man of Steel and that he, like, fucked up Metropolis because he doesn't care about the, like, real estate.
Oh, bullshit. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, but that's how they're treating it in the movie. Like,
yeah, that's how they're treating it.
Okay. I'm talking about the complaint because...
I hate that.
I'm not complaining about it, though. Like, I'm just saying, like, in the film, a shit ton of Metropolis was destroyed, and a lot of regular peeps are scared of him because of that, and then other peeps are like, but he saved the day! So
that is true.
Controversy around Superman.
Well, there was shots that leaked from the shoot where they had fucking protesters, and they had him, like, hanging from a noose, like, in effigy and shit like that.
That's
I don't know if you remember.
Well, you could just float out of there. I don't know what.
I think it was
No. It was an effigy. It was.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't him. I didn't even capture him.
It's the tallest noose in the world. You can't fly high enough.
Oh no, I'm gonna die forever.
Well, what I find interesting from the trailer, because I didn't really see much of the photo shoots or anything except for the Batmobile and all.
Yeah.
It seems that they're really focusing on, and this is my favorite part of Superman, is the relationship between Superman and, like, Jesus almost, or God or whatever. And it looks like people are almost, there's some people bowing to him like he's a god and scared of him in a way, because, the whole do you fear or do you respect, blah blah. And I feel like Superman is almost stuck in what am I going to do, because now there's no more Zod. He killed Zod, and there's no force able to take on Superman. So what can you do to the strongest man alive other than make everybody turn against him? And I guess Lex Luthor's plan is to do that through media and stuff, and then get Batman to be like, well, I just gotta, do my thing and beat the shit out of him.
Well, that's obviously going to change, but I'm really excited to see, like, not just Batman, but how Bruce Wayne interacts with Lex Luthor as, like, CEO bros. Like, if they're going to meet and be like, oh, I like your stock options.
Well, what about, like, is this has Batman been doing his thing for years, or is this just...
Yeah.
Probably for years, but...
Have they said that, though, or are we just assuming?
Yeah, no,
there's a couple confirmations of this, too. Suicide Squad's another confirmation of this.
Yeah.
So he's been doing this shit.
Yeah.
He's been undercover. But this isn't the Dark Knight world or Nolan's world.
No,
this is his own.
Completely new world. He's a seasoned Batman. He's supposed to be, like, in his prime. He's not like fucking senior citizen Batman, but at the same time, he's not just starting out, like, bopping thugs in the face. Like, he's already fucked with his entire rogues gallery. And, and he's
I would say
an urban legend, apparently.
I would say if you watch Batman the Animated Series, he's probably slightly older from that Batman.
Yeah. Okay, so he's done some time and all that shit, but he's like the Batman, but nobody really knows he's like Batman now. He's just a myth.
Yeah,
he's
like, like criminals are like, I hear there's a guy that dresses up like a bat and butt fucks you. Like,
okay,
I don't know about that last one.
So I guess what was your favorite part of the trailer for all you guys?
Oh, my favorite part,
I'm sure
the whole
everybody
thing
loved
at the end. At the end, where he's just like, "Yo, you think you cool? Nah, we'll beat the shit out of you." And it's just like boom, the symbol, and then Batman symbol, and then Batman versus Superman. Yeah. Batman gets front billing in Superman sequel.
Let me comment on something. This is a debate you and I have had, James, before. Okay.
Yes.
I know you are not a fan of Man of Steel, and you know I am a fan of Man of Steel. Chris and I are the fans, and you two are not, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but let's concede something here, okay? I know one of your complaints was you didn't like the writing in Man of Steel, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like one of the major. The writing and the first half of it.
It's some bad dialogue, I'll admit.
Basically, the writing and the directing.
You
and,
look at the
most of
you
it.
look at the dialogue in this trailer, and as much as I love Man of Steel, I can concede that you can already tell the dialogue's better.
Well, yeah, you got a much better writer.
But I have a feeling all the dialogue in this, besides maybe the part where Batman's talking to Superman, will not be in.
The thing that made me the most excited, though, like aside from like, the Gundam bat suit, was seeing the new just normal bat suit. Like it seems really faithful to the comics, but also just looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on that too, real fast. I really love, like, I felt like the Nolan universe and then the last Superman, the costumes were not superhero enough, and now in this one they look like straight out of a comic book.
Yeah, they look straight out of a comic book. So functional. Like the Nolan Batman was super busy with armor, and it looked all right. But this one,
it was more realistic, Yeah, I could see a kid dress up like that.
Yeah.
But when I go to see a superhero movie, I want to see like that really cool comic feel, and I think they really got it this time, especially Batman on that rooftop. I think it was really good.
He has a perfect cowl this time, I think, too, like the tiny ears.
Yeah. I love that.
And also the fact that it isn't that busy. Like it's just like black, little.
Yeah, it's just cool.
And he's so jacked. And he has a beard. I love the fucking 5 o'clock shadow beard going on. Like, if you're like decking bitches left and right until 6 in the morning, you're not gonna shave.
Yeah, I like that now. Remember, like a year and a half ago when Ben Affleck got cast, everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be the worst movie." Now it's just like, "Oh, he looks badass."
He does. I'll state it right now. He'll be the best Batman we'll ever have.
I think he'll be the best Bruce Wayne we'll ever have. I don't know about Batman.
He's gonna be the best.
I agree. I think he's gonna be the best Batman. One thing
he's badass. He looks like he's actually could fuck you up. Versus fucking. I'm sorry, Christian Bale never looked like he can do shit.
Are you serious?
And his buff was more like.
Dude, he was meaty.
Nah, it was barely meaty compared to Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
No, he's like kind of like what's his name?
Just that like
silence.
Two things real quick I gotta add. Okay. You know what I'll go back to what Jimmy said about the costume looking like the comics. You know what it reminded me of? Hush. The Hush Batman. The Jim Lee Hush Batman.
Jim Lee? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it looked like, when I saw that, I was like, that looks like the Hush Batman. That scene where he just kind of, that like frontal shot they gave of him. Yeah. I was like, fuck, that looks like the Hush Batman. And then so I thought that was badass. Number 2,
Zack Snyder's, look.
Oh yeah.
But I really like his stylish look. I like Watchmen.
Yeah.
And Superman, Man of Steel, despite its problems, I thought the fight scenes were really fucking cool.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, and the part when he's lifting up the bus in this, it just looks like a fucking comic book. Yeah. It's so cool. So all he needs is a good writer, and I feel like he's got that now.
Yeah. Well, if you look at writers, let's take a look at something. A lot of people don't realize this, but the casting of Ben Affleck was crucial, because you can't not tell me that Chris Terrio would not. I guarantee if Ben Affleck had not been cast as Bruce Wayne, Chris Terrio most likely would not have been our screenwriter.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The guy's probably like, I'm not doing a Batman film, I just did Argo.
So like, what do you guys want to see from the movie that you haven't seen in the trailer?
I want to see. We heard Alfred talk in the trailer. That's not a joke. I do. I love every depiction of Alfred so far. I want to see how. Who's casting it again? One of my favorite actors.
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons. I want to see how he is.
I think they should have got to play Alfred Tifa.
Wait, who?
Damn, Master Bruce, you look wounded.
Say, Master Bruce. Yo, what's up, Batman? I mean, Bruce. Sorry, just use that party spoiler.
I would love a Queen Latifah Alfred.
I would love a Medea.
Master Bruce. Got it.
A Medea.
Overall, the biggest thing I want to see in the movie, honestly, is give me a reason to care about Superman. I just don't care about him at all after Man of Steel. I want a reason to care. I want to see him get like grade and everybody hating him and he's a piece of shit and all he's ever done is try to be a hero now. Because I want to actually give a shit when he's getting his ass kicked, like Batman's like, bitch, you bad. And he's like, nah, man, I'm good. And then he just gets punched in the face, but I want to see that shit. And, yeah, I just want to care about Superman.
I think that's going to happen.
I like the way you worded that.
But I think exactly that's going to happen. We've seen, the trailers, obviously. The trailer obviously indicated that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone's going to hate him because there's a couple things. It's going to be like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fucking statue of him, so some people like him.
Yeah. But then I love the graffiti of it.
Yeah, I think the Lex Luthor part is when they're going to get the majority of people hating him to the point where he doesn't really know what to do anymore. What I'm really looking forward to is like him just losing his shit, like to the point where he's like, "Bitch, Batman, get the fuck up off me!" and just kicks him into the water, and then Batman's going to drown, and Aquaman grabs him, and they jump out, and he's like, "What happened, man? Dude, that motherfucker punched me," and Aquaman's like, "Shark attack!" and the sharks come flying out and fucking bite Superman in the face. That's what I want to see.
Fight his face right off.
Dude, you need to make this movie.
I know. I would make it
amazing. I don't think you're wrong, though. Here's the thing. I don't think you're wrong. I think, other than other humans blaming him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Aquaman's going to be a hostile force towards him in this movie, to a degree.
I think he's going to be a hostile force towards everyone because he's going to be like, "You humans poison everything. You do not understand the nature of water. I have a beard, and I will fuck you with my fish."
That's true.
He's going to talk like Voldemort.
No, I think it'll be interesting. I mean, they're throwing a lot of characters at once, but I can't even say that's a really a bad thing because a lot of superhero movies are doing that nowadays and really succeeding at doing that.
Yeah, as long as you don't have them competing and you have them actually building a film together, as being like, here's the spotlight, no, here's the spotlight, then it's okay.
Yeah, give them meaning to the storyline. But my last word on the whole subject is that I feel like. Well, me and Jimmy agree here that Man of Steel was pretty much bad, and you guys enjoyed it. But I think the biggest thing I can take, well, I shouldn't say this because I was really excited for Man of Steel with the trailer.
So was I.
But the trailers here, from any indication, if it's as good as the trailers I'm seeing, they basically took Man of Steel and all its mistakes and actually built from it. All the things people hated, they're going to use as an advantage to make a much better storyline. If they do succeed, maybe I'll like Man of Steel more for what it was.
Yeah.
And built, kind of like how I felt like some of the Phase 1s in Marvel weren't as great as they could be, but they built to make Avengers that much better.
Yeah.
And it's more enjoyable when I rewatch it. So if DC does that, kudos to that because that would make me pretty happy. I wouldn't feel as disappointed as was for their first, cinematic universe movie.
Yes.
March 25th cannot get here soon enough.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about movies. It's just so many fucking movies coming out.
And now they release trailers for a movie that doesn't even come out for almost a year. Like, look at freaking Star Wars. Star Wars was like December 2nd was the premiere of the trailer last year, and it doesn't come out until December 17th.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I remember, like, back in the day, they would release trailers sometimes, like, fucking almost 2 years in advance.
Well, look at, like, Jupiter's Ascending.
Oh, well, yeah, but that got delayed.
That had reshoots.
And also, that movie sucks, so.
Seeing it.
You know what movie I saw when I was a kid? I saw a trailer about almost 2 years before, and it's a shitty movie. It was the shitty Flintstones film. I saw that trailer in 1992. I saw the teaser in 1992 where, seeing Batman Returns, I think. And then they didn't release the movie till 94.
They were, like, really hesitant. Like, do we want to really punish the world with this movie? Let's just let it
well, what about, didn't the Phantom Menace, the very first teaser where it's just the music and it just showed wasn't that in, like, 1997? And then the movie came out in 1999, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I remember the first teaser that I saw was the one with little kid Anakin. It was actually kind of cool, and then you hear the Vader breathing.
Yeah.
It was a cool trailer. It was better than the movie, but
everything is better than the movie.
Yeah.
All right. So, any last thoughts on the little awesome 2-minute trailer we got so far?
I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued by that one shot of Superman with the, like, Spanish Day of the Dead Sugar Skull makeup people, like, caressing him. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
Oh,
it might be one of those visions he had in the first movie. Remember when him and Zod went into dimension where he like drowned in
That's a
skulls.
dimension. Yeah, but like I can get drowning in skulls, but it's not like Superman had like fucking maracas on his home planet and he's never been. Probably doesn't go to Mexico. Like I think it's gonna be something real, but I just want to know the context. Maybe he's like
He's probably been to Mexico.
maybe like he just like bangs hookers in Mexico when he's stressed out.
Yeah, why not?
He's going to be a Catholic figure, possibly, because look back at Man of Steel. There was some Catholic elements in that story.
Yeah,
remember?
Well, Superman in general, I think, is a Catholic like idea. I mean, the way his origin and everything, he's basically Jesus Christ superhero version.
Well, actually, it's a Jewish idea because the two guys were Jewish, and it's actually loosely based off of Moses. Jared Siegel and Joel Shuster have actually gone and said it's more of a Jesus. Moses. Joseph, the undiscovered historical religious figure.
Yeah.
James, you don't remember that part in Exodus where Moses parted the sea and then Batman was there and they just fought?
Oh shit!
You remember that part?
That was the best part of the movie.
This is like some raid fight. Amazing.
And then the Ten Commandments. The Predator was really hiding in the burning bush and killed Moses.
Yeah. I really like that part where like Superman summoned a plague of locusts to fight Batman.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty cool. He just opens his mouth and a plague of
locusts
fly